What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stokastic here on the Odd Chopper channel, coming to you with a Friday edition of NBA Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell goes a long way for me on this video, goes a long way for you. That way you become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Lindy50, still rocking, still going strong here. If you want to sign up for my Tales package, that sounds a little dirty sometimes when I say it, but it just means that you can join my premium Discord and you can jump on in. We can talk process and plays and process all the live long day, throwing out pick'em cards, talking through props and what it is that I'm looking at on a day in, day out basis, giving you direct access and a line to me, which is always very nice. And I know a lot of people want to talk plays the days of. And well, over on X, I'm breaking now down an NBA Lindy's thread every single night before as well. But if you ask me questions, I like to give you answers. I will do that every single day in the premium Discord. But thank you, producer Jacob. Another week will be in the books here in a second, but we got 3 games to break down. 3, count them, super quick, super easy. There are a couple single game parlay actions that I'm looking at here. Again, might be a lighter card than normal because only 3 games. That would make sense. We also have some books that are starting to hang out some props here now, but not available in, 3 teams of the 6 that are available right now. So it's going to be a little bit thin there. But I have a couple perspective plays that I'm very interested in based on historical prop data, just meaning where they've been at here of recent weeks and days. And obviously, in my experience, trends aren't going to be necessarily the most profitable thing because situations change. Teams go on the road with different players along with them. It's a day-by-day thing. So without further ado, producer Jacob, hello, hi. Let's get to the picks. We begin our boarding walk here with Portland on a back-to-back. Only team, I believe, here, unless I'm crazy and just updated something incorrectly on my sheet. The only team on a back-to-back. They are taking on Charlotte. And yes, Portland will play Oklahoma City on Sunday. I believe they're off until then because every other team is playing on Saturday. So yeah, they're playing Thursday here. Then they're off Friday, Saturday. They play again Sunday against Oklahoma City. But at Charlotte here in this spot, huge Q tags that are waiting in the wings here in LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges. If you get both of them out, all hell breaks loose, and you're going to wish, well, we'll see if the books end up, they're one of the teams that don't have props out here yet. Micic will probably step into your starting spot here. Trey Mann continues to be out. And now, of course, you got the news today. Brandon Miller going to be out for the season with that right wrist torn ligament. He had surgery on it today. So there's not a lot of scoring. It's going to be a lot of Nick Smith Jr., Josh Green, Josh Okogie, who they just ended up acquiring there from Phoenix as well. And I think on the other side of this game is where you could get some surprise Q tags. As I said before, they're playing basketball right now against Orlando. Actually, there's like 5 minutes left in that game. Portland's actually up by double digits. Insane how badly Orlando's playing here, but they'll get their footing. Paulo Banchero, Franz Wagner. Nice to see them on a floor together again tonight. But I think the big one for me here is what happens at the center position, because he ended up getting DeAndre Ayton ruled out. I did end up on that Denny Avdia over. He ended up starting, and he just wasn't rebounding the basketball in any way, shape, or form early on in that game. I think he's still got, grand total of 4 of them. I need a couple more than 4, buddy. We need to double that total in the last 5 minutes of this basketball game. Pretty unlikely at this point, but felt good about the read with his 14% total rebound percentage. And you had Ayton and Klingon right around 18 and 20% respectively that are off the floor. Klingon will be out for this game here as well. Do you get Robert Williams resting on a back-to-back? I think that's pretty likely. Do you get something else, some combination of Jeremy Grant or Anthony Simons, who's had that ankle issue that's been recurring? Do you get them ruled out? Pay attention to props, but for the time being, I just don't think you can generate offense at all if you're Charlotte without Ball and Bridges on the floor. That creates a great opportunity at under 222.5 to be involved with the Portland plus 4.5, because you're basically telling a story that LaMelo Ball is going to be out and Bridges are going to be out by taking those together. But I haven't done it yet. I'm just calling it a lean here for the time being. Want to get some updates on the Portland side of things too, because it could look really wonky, but didn't end up making any play here. Talked you through a lot of prospective props. And again, Misic's assist rate with both Ball and Brandon Miller gone here and Bridges off the floor could be insane. Cleveland at Philly. And this is the one I was talking about in the prelude here, where I think a single game parlay is kind of in the making here. Now, part of doing this show the night before, and it's a 3-game slate, so I'm going to talk a little bit more long-winded about these plays that are leans, purely because I think they can really turn into actual plays here, because NBA.com, the source of all truth, you end up getting potential assists, passes received, passes made, I like looking at individual rotations, looking at offensive, defensive rating. And when you have like 10, 11 games on a slate and you're looking through news, well, you're going to get some eye-popping bets from time to time. Like we ended up getting 5 points of closing line value there, getting on Boston -8.5 against the Clippers. Did it matter? Absolutely not. Somehow the second unit of the Clippers kept that one close, brought them to overtime. And of course, they couldn't cover there. Just ridiculous there from the Celtics. But either way, that was on Wednesday. Thursday is going on right now. And Friday, of course, we got to be looking at what? 3 games here. So this is one of them. Cleveland, -9.5 taking on Philly. I'm talking about assists, potential assists from a couple of second unit guys. The main one being Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome, 7 potential assists for him over the course of the last 3 games on average. That is an average. So he's had 21 total potential assists. You know what it's accumulated in? Less than 6 assists per game. We're talking 5 total assists over the course of that. That comes directly from NBA.com. Again, it's provided by Second Spectrum. I trust them. I trust their data. And I've been using it for a long, long time to inform assist props, inform what I'm looking at. And Ty Jerome's only averaging around 22 minutes per game. But this game gets wonky. Plus, if you get Caris LeVert out again, you're looking at a great opportunity to jump on some combination of Ty Jerome. There are ways that Cleveland blows them out. There are ways that they just absolutely go to Ty Jerome because he's playing super, super well. And all of that comes by way of Caris LeVert potentially sitting again. Now, that is a Q tag that is hanging, waiting in the wings. Now, the other one that I was looking at is a potential under that I might be getting to here with Donovan Mitchell, where it's kind of the inverse. He's had 9 potential assists on average over the course of the last few. He's been getting 5 assists per game over the last 3. So yeah, not a second unit guy in this event. We're talking the number 2 player on the floor, like the, shooting guard. There we go. The 2. I'm just thinking Darius Garland, who, again, I think he's just an absolute beast. I love him. Right around 12 potential assists for him, 6 total assists for Garland. So as I look at the board for tomorrow, Ty Jerome, 10-plus points, 5-plus assists, single game parlay. Yes, I'm going to push that to the limit. I know 4 and 6 are generally the numbers you're getting on FanDuel. If 4 is plus money, though, be okay taking that as well. So I'm going to go 10-plus, 5-plus, and then Cleveland in a blowout script potentially with Ty Jerome. Key thing here, I want Caris LeVert out. I want him out. There are too many minutes that he will absorb off of Ty Jerome and usage and opportunities and potential assists that I think you kind of want to make sure that you have all access to that one. Again, a prospective single game parlay based on a little bit of data for the people. As for the 76ers, they are terrible. They're terrible, terrible, terrible. Good luck, Tyrese Maxey and Paul George, keeping this one close. This is close and near and dear to my heart, getting you guys 50% off. Lindy 50. I know it's only 3 games here today, but if you guys want to get all of my plays for this 3-gamer as well as an early look at my NFL card for Sunday, well, you get an opportunity to for 50% off down at the link below. Trust me, you want to jump in before baseball season as well. We'll start getting some futures down here in about a month or so. End of February, start going to some spring training, go kick it. Got some fun stuff planned here for MLB season, that is for sure. But Lindy 50, down at the link below. Let's grind out some NBA together. Let's grind out the end of this NFL season. I'm going to turn the corner here during these playoffs here on Sunday. That'd be great. Alrighty, y'all, back to the picks. One more game. Super quick and easy video here. Hit that like button, though. It goes a long way for me as we talk Pelicans, Grizzlies. Grizzlies been playing some good ball of late. They didn't play very good in the first half against Minnesota, if we're being completely honest. But then they ran Charlotte over with a train. And I do find it interesting how Mark Williams still absolutely smashed, played some garbage times there. Didn't make a ton of sense. But I do look at Pelicans and Memphis here as a huge mismatch considering the injury piece that is Zion Williamson out, Herb Jones out, Brandon Ingram out. Well, it's not like Memphis isn't missing pieces. Cam Spencer, Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, Vince Williams Jr., like 2 of the 4 matter that I just said. But anyway, John Morant, Desmond Bane, they're starting to get that tandem going here yet again. Jaren Jackson Jr. been unbelievable on the defensive side of things. And Zach Edey, don't even necessarily need him on the floor at times. Now, Santi Aldama is questionable. He's somebody that I think I've probably said his name more than anybody, where he just impresses me every time the Spaniard takes the floor. But I look at the Pelicans here as a little bit overvalued offensively still, because you're talking about this is 240.5. We're basically saying, all right, well, Memphis, you're making both of those 120. Memphis is more towards the implied 125 total. And New Orleans, we're expecting to score 115 points in its current iteration. That's interesting to me because DeJounte Murray, while playing better, still can't put the ball in the bucket at a better than a 52% true shooting clip. We still have CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy. I do enjoy Trey Murphy for what it's worth, but Javonte Green, Evis Missy, if one of those New Orleans guys don't get there from their points total, their expected points totals, I don't see anything off the bench. Jose Alvarado's okay defensively, offensively, not a whole hell of a lot there. You got Jordan Hawkins, Daniel Tice, Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Where do these points come from if Memphis is able to key in on those top three? And yes, Memphis, they bring a lot of pace to the table, which is why we've got this total. But I've ran this multiple times and I keep landing mid 230s purely because I don't expect New Orleans to succeed. I looked at New Orleans team totals, thought that that's an interesting look too if you want, but I like the under. I like the under overall. We're going for the half unit play. Again, wanted to get you something official on the card leading into tomorrow, but hopefully you enjoyed talking a little process with me. I'll have some more plays. And again, if you follow me on X at Eric Lindquist, going to get some more props up, hopefully tonight on Thursday night for Friday's slate. And that does it for a quick and easy edition of NBA Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Head to the comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays that exist on the board for this thin little Friday we have before us. But Saturday, Saturday, I have no NBA Lindy show going here on the YouTube channel. So if you want to jump in and get all of my plays and tail everything that I'm doing there, ask me questions. I will give you answers. And I will have a ton of plays considering my wife is in New York right now. So just kicking it. Gambling. No, I'm not going to the strip club. Thank you, producer Jacob. Another one in the books at Eric Lindquist. Go follow me there. Until next time, friends. I'm not going to say my name again. I'm Lindy. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Friday.